So this here, this is watercress, large leaf aqua watercress, and it is growing. That is so cool. So this is supposed to have a peppery flavor. And so I'm growing that. And then also in this pot is spinach. And as you can see, we got some spinach leaves coming on here already. Some spinach leaves. I said leaves coming on already. And then also in this little pot, these are some bells of Ireland seedlings. And then when I want you guys to see all of these sunflowers that are bursting up through the soil over here. I think they look so neat. Look at all of these. These are all sunflowers bursting up. They go all the way across. Right there. Now I'm gonna take you over here. Follow that still. You see we got a line. I got a little line of them. There are some down here that have bursted up. Take you across. There are some here too. These just seeded themselves. That's a sunflower. That's one. These all self-seeded. And I think there was one over here too. There's a lot of them in here. And then here's another line of them. Over here, you can see them bursting up. Look at those. That is so cool. These are all sunflowers. You see where they shed the seeds down here? And then, this is for the finale, y'all, for real. These are all zinnias that have popped up, and these are sunflowers in here. And then also back there, look at all those. Those are all sunflowers that have bursted up. Now, I am going to be separating some of those. You can see them all back there. I'm going to dig some of those up and separate them. But yeah, these are all sunflowers bursting up through the soil, y'all. And zinnias. Like, share, and subscribe as the garden turns. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel as the garden turns. So today is Tuesday. My husband goes back to work tomorrow. It is election day here in St. Louis. I think most people know who's going to take it. And so, yeah, we got that there. So what we are doing here today in this video is a nice pineapple upside down cake. Two mini pineapple upside down cakes. One for me and one for him. This is a small batch recipe. And this is going to be good. And then what we're going to have with this is the Hawaiian Loco Moco, which is basically ground beef patties with some mushrooms, onions, a gravy, some rice, and then a nice cooked egg on top. My husband's going to do what you call him?
What's that?
The egg you're going to put on yours.
Oh, it's over medium.
Okay.
I want a little yellow.
I want mine done completely. So we're going to be making that too. So look for that video. That should be coming out. And yes, I am doing 2 Hawaiian foods. No, this is not a date night, but it's always a date night here at my house. So it is, I guess.
It's a date night.
It's a date night. Okay, so we're making this a date night. All right, so we are going to do our cake right now. So you're going to need 3 tablespoons of soft butter. Okay, I got my hand mixer over there. Half teaspoon of vanilla. It's like all of the things outside are coming alive, you know?
Birds are chirping.
Yeah, it's just so neat. I love this time of year. Garden, everything is
every
bursting
year,
through the
spring,
soil.
it's like your love renewed every
Yes.
year.
So you need 8 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, 8. Okay. Whew. 1 egg. And then you need a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. And then we are going to mix this together. Okay, so now we need to add a 1/3 cup of buttermilk. If y'all notice, I have been doing more of my cake recipes completely from scratch, completely homemade. And they are so good. Make something homemade today. That's not an endorsement or anything. Wait, homemade, oh, never mind. Okay, let's mix this together, and then we're gonna add our flour. Okay, so we need a 1/2 cup of flour. I got a 1/4 cup here, so that's 1. That's 1/2, and this is cake flour that I'm using. And then you need 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And you need a pinch of salt. So we can go ahead and put this in and do our little pinch underneath. All right. It was a beautiful day here today in St. Louis. It's not over yet. I'm talking like it's over. It is a beautiful day here in St. Louis. We went on a nice drive. Y'all need to check out those Stones on the Road videos. Those are really cool. Go and subscribe to my new channel, Stones on the Road. You want to blend this together. All right, so we're going to make our pineapple brown sugar glaze here. So I'm just going to put my pans directly over my heat source. And then in each pan, I want to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to cut this down because this can get pretty hot over here. And then in each of the pans, I want to add 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. So I got my brown sugar. 1. Keep wanting to put it in the other one. I don't know why now I can't. Okay.
You thinking cake?
What you mean?
You said you keep on putting it in the oven.
In the I was scooping brown sugar in here, so this is 8.
Oh.
I got 2 pans over here with stuff in them. You're also going to need some maraschino cherries and a can of pineapple slices. You don't need this whole can. I'm going to eat these, but you don't need the whole can to make the pineapple upside down cake. You just need a couple of pieces that we're going to arrange in the bottom here. I'm also going to add a pinch of salt to each one. And then we're going to get this melted down. All right, so I got an oven mitt. Get this mixed up right, proper. Oops. I got to be a little less aggressive with the stirring here. But we're going to get this melted. And then I got my pineapples here. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of pineapple juice in each one just to give it that little pineapple flavor. So I was telling my husband here, my mother used to cook these cakes for my grandfather for his birthday every year in the summer, because his birthday was June 26th, and I remember she would be off of work because she was a teacher, and she would make him upside down, pineapple upside down cake in one of those skillets. You remember the little black, the cast iron skillet. So
Yeah, you had to season those.
Yeah, and hers was very seasoned.
Yeah.
I think she should still have it.
I mean, you had to keep them things tuned up.
Yeah, and it was great because hers was really, really worked in. You know what I'm saying? It should be really good now. It was good then, but I'm just saying.
You had to do it with like,
you got to oil it and do all types of stuff.
And then put oil on. Yeah. You had to keep them seasoned, and it's kind of like making a non-stick skillet.
Yeah, it's like really cool if you find one at a thrift store that's already seasoned. You ain't got to do all that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get this melted, y'all. All right, y'all. So as you can see, this has come to a boil. I'm gonna remove these from the heat, and then we're gonna place our pineapples in once they cool down just a bit. You see, it's bubbled. I want it to cool down, the bubbles to reduce. We're gonna lay in our pineapples, and then we're gonna pour in the batter, and then we're gonna place it in the oven. All right. Okay, so we have our caramel layer down here. So I'm gonna take 2 pineapples. I think I'm gonna do 2 in each. And I'm cutting it down the middle, and I'm gonna lay it in the bottom here. I'm not gonna do 2 each, I'm gonna do 1 each, because that fits in there perfect. So let's move those to where they're touching each other, sort of like an S. That's cool. And then you want to take your cherries, fish it out. Let's remove the little stem here. You want to place it there? What was that? Is Max back there?
Max, where you at? What was that?
Like he gonna say, it was this, man. Right. Okay, so we getting this in. And this is a recipe for 2, y'all. So nice and romantic. So we're gonna split this batter up here between the two. Okay, let me get a rubber. Now I'm going to get a baking tray because I don't want this to spill over in my oven and then it would be a whole mess. So I have a baking tray. I'm going to place this in my oven. It is preheated to 350 degrees and we are going to bake this for about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. We're going to stick a toothpick in the middle to see when it's done. So you will see when these come out and then we're going to dump them out together. All right, y'all, like, share, and subscribe. Hey y'all, so my new seeds came. These are the caveman gourds. Look at that. So I'm going to be growing these this year. So I just ripped the package open, but I wanted you guys to see, and we need to see together how these seeds actually look. Gourd seeds normally have a similar appearance, but here they are. I'm going to get these planted right now. And then also, let me tell you a little bit of info about the caveman gourd. So I chose these just because I like growing gourds. I think they're really neat and unique. And they are pollinated at night. I think that is so cool. That's one thing I like about gourds. But the caveman gourd resembles an actual caveman's club. You know, the one that they hit people with. They have long, narrow handles that end in an oblong, deeply veined, and rigid club. You see that? They look dangerous. Okay, they are open pollinated and can grow to be 18 inches long. Trellising them makes it the handle longer. It makes it grow straight instead of crooked. Because I'm guessing that they probably would love to like coil up. While they are grown for crafting, you can eat these. So you can eat the caveman, or you can eat them when they're 8 inches long. So you probably don't want to eat ones that are longer than that because by then they'll be really tough and disgusting. But they are also drought tolerant, making them a low maintenance choice for gardeners. So, not being that I'm a low maintenance type girl, you know what I'm saying? But this is a low maintenance. If you just want to grow some gourds and you just want to do something really cool, like I'm going to do this year, choose a caveman gourd. This is a nice selection, and I'm going to be planting this today, and you'll be seeing this growing in my garden. But if you want to really see it growing in my garden, you got to subscribe to my channel, and that is As the Garden Turns. Subscribe. I do beekeeping. We're going to go pick up my bees Sunday, and we're going to take my subscribers with us. We're going to go over to the bee yards, pick up my hive, and bring them home. So I am so excited about that. And I'm getting my bee area ready, and we are going to be live in color coming up soon. I'm going to be busy. So to watch the progress of these caveman gourds, subscribe to my channel, y'all, As the Garden Turns. Okay, y'all, so our cakes are out, and I'm going to put a plate on top. I hope that this plate is good, and I hope we can get these out of here. So let me actually run a knife across first. Or do we not even need that? Because this is like, this might just come right out, you know? This might be a thing. Will it work? I don't know. Why am I talking like that? Okay, tap it. And then my hub, I'm trying to start a new trend. It's going to pull this off. Let's see what's going to happen. All right. What?
Perfect.
What? Okay. I'm so Okay, there was a genuine reaction, and Max came over because he heard my excitement, and I am excited tonight. Okay, so he's gonna do this one. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it. I enjoyed doing that last time. Okay, and then I'm gonna tap, power tap. Okay. Say what? Hit that bad. What?
Perfect.
Nope.
Ah, you left
Nah.
You left us.
Damn it.
Here, it can just lay back on right on top.
Just turn it.
Turn it the other way.
Yeah, turn it. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. What, y'all? Say what? Okay, so that is pineapple upside down cake for 2. What? We gonna turn? Oh, you gonna eat this?
You better say I'm gonna eat that.
What? All right, y'all.
This
is the Wumma Delicious. Wumma Delicious. Very delicious. Make this pineapple upside down cake for 2. All right, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so my husband is making the Moco Loco, so he has in the skillet. Can you tell him what you did so far?
One half onion and about 8 ounces of mushrooms and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and just sauteing everything together until the mushrooms and the onions get kind of soft and translucent. I got my burger patties here. They're about a 1/4 pound, exactly 4 ounces.
We're gonna need 2 eggs, and then we also have rice that is made, and then he's gonna make a gravy with the onions and mushrooms, and then we have some chicken broth that we're gonna deglaze with to make our broth, our gravy. So we have flour over there, or you can grab some from over there.
Yeah.
In the back over there, or you can use cornstarch and
cornstarch better. Make a slurry.
This up in the front.
This right here, yep. And I need eggs. Oh, there's eggs in the back there.
And then we're gonna put a fried egg on top. So this is gonna be one video. It's gonna be the pineapple upside down cake with the Loco Moco. So that'll be cool.
So I'm gonna put these back in.
All right.
And then we'll make the gravy using that beef essence and our mushrooms and gravy, onions here, and a little cornstarch slurry.
All right. So remember, how many mushrooms? Because we're gonna do this
There's
recipe.
about 8 ounces of mushrooms and 1/2 onion.
Medium onion.
Yeah, 1/2 medium onion.
How much
This
beef?
is 4 ounces of beef each. This is a 1/2 pound of beef split into 2 4-ounce patties.
You probably put a little bit of salt and pepper.
A little salt, pepper, and garlic powder to season.
All right, and then we're going to use about 1.5 tablespoons or so of cornstarch.
Yep.
And we're going to mix that in with some chicken broth. So he's going to be doing that
broth,
next.
make a slurry.
And then we're going to pour it all in. You want to pour some chicken broth in here first to get it nice and hot, and then scoop it into it hot.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I like to do too. I like to just pour it in, let it heat up a little bit. Put my cornstarch in like a bowl or something, and then or his look.
Let it heat up.
You got to put it inside.
I'm just measuring a little out. Let it get all that flavor.
And then you put your cornstarch in your measuring cup. You probably should put more than this so you can scoop it out. So how much was that? How much?
That was about a cup. Yeah, that was
Okay.
about 4. So let me get some of that. Couple teaspoons. Okay.
All right. Now he's just gonna scoop some of the hot mixture up and then whisk. Or no, yeah, he's gonna pour.
Whisk it, make a slurry.
I gotta let Max back in here shortly because I know that he smells food and he's not in here to see it getting cooked. So I'm gonna let him back in. So I'm gonna let you guys see us pour this into our Loco Moco.
Got all that beef essence, and that's gonna thicken it right up.
I remember I used to watch Dog the Bounty Hunter sometimes. That was way back in the day before I, knew what he was. Mm-hmm. And how they used to be saying like brah,
yeah.
brah. I think that sounds cool when
the actual people that are the indigenous people.
Yeah, because I think he was from like Colorado. So yeah, there's that. So yeah.
All right, let that gravy simmer on down.
And then we're gonna make some eggs. And it's gonna be some Hawaii heavy.
So I'm gonna make
I said Hawaii heavy. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I had cut it off. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make it over medium, a little yellow dripping, and she likes it over hard.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, hard cooked.
That's what she said.
Right.
All right, y'all.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that Loco Moco boiling away in that pot. You know you want some of this. And then we gonna put say what? Do it again. What?
See the
Say
gravy
what?
close to spoon.
And it's gluten free because that is made with corn starch potatoes. Okay, and then here we got rice, and then we're gonna get some eggs and have a delicious Loco Moco Hawaiian food. And then we also have, now this is not like a Hawaiian night or nothing like that. I just felt like cooking some pineapple fruit. And look at what we got for dessert here. Some pineapple upside down cakes for two. All right, y'all. So once we get this put together, we get these eggs in this skillet, I'm gonna let y'all see us put together these Loco Mocos. All right, y'all. So he is frying up our eggs that are gonna go on top. We got our rice done and our patties done here. He's putting a little bit of salt and pepper here.
Okay, welcome back, guys. We're going to assemble now our Moco Loco. So we got just our regular rice here. Put 2 scoops. All right. Okay. Now we got our beef patty and some of the gravy, the mushrooms and onions. That gravy thickened up nicely. And then we got our fried egg on top. And that is the Moco Loco.
So that is what we are having for dinner, y'all. What are you having? You want to show them the dessert? And he's going to tell you the catchphrase here. And what is this?
This is the pineapple upside down cake.
And that is
for one single serving.
It's a 2 serves.
I mean, what I'm saying is 2 servings, but yeah, I mean like just 2 single cake, 1 serving for each. Beautiful. With the Hawaiian theme. So
this is what we having for.
This is what we having for dessert. What are you having?
All right.
Like, share, and
subscribe.
All right.